it's...
The BJP today is a coalition of state-level parties.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it's an alliance already. If you see, Manohar Parrikar is the closest personality that they have to an Arvind Kejriwal.
Yeah.
It remains a question why we wouldn't put out all their horses and they have only one model of national campaigning. That's for the party to answer. But it is indeed a coalition of state-level leadership.
So for the third time, straight in an election, the Congress and the BJP are sharing one seat each out of the 2 seats in Goa. And I'd like to add that since our projections since April have been completely flat, if I just look at the number in Goa, the overall...
It's wrong to say that Parrikar is another Kejriwal. I mean, it's a
parallel to Kejriwal.
Give to Parrikar.
No, a parallel to Kejriwal, an IIT background, travels.
Law-abiding, constitutional person. And
no, what she's trying to say is that IIT kind of background,
sober background, travels in a taxi,
doesn't carry security around, visits chai stalls.
In the case of Parrikar, he doesn't advertise it. And Mr. Kejriwal advertises it, which shows that there's a difference in motivation.
Let that be the caveat.
Well, let's go to the state of Gujarat, because we want the numbers that move really fast right there out now. And we are looking at the overall numbers: 54 others, NDA 38. UPA 19. Here's an opportunity. Okay, the NDA moves up to 60. I'm sorry. The NDA has moved up to 60. The state of Gujarat has 26 seats. We have always expected a clean sweep, but I think what we are projecting right now is beyond anyone's expectation. We're actually projecting a dramatic number of 54%, which means we are saying that Narendra Modi is substantially beating Vajpayee's record of the best ever performance of 52.5% in the historic Gujarat election of the year 1999. Narendra Modi improves that. I mean, he gets a staggering 54%. I don't remember the last state delivering a 54% verdict. In fact, I would even disagree and say that perhaps a number which has been put of 21 on 26 can be a conservative number. When you have a 54% vote share.
It's conservative.
It could be higher.
It could be higher. In 1989, the Congress was decimated to 3, the opposition had 23. With delimitation, you can now touch 24, 25 with a little more addition here.
Any surprises, Navika?
Also, the Leva Patels now go back because we have Keshubhai Patel withdrawing from there and his son coming in, and entire backing going to Narendra Modi. So that Patel consolidation also with the BJP vote.
So that's very interesting. You know, today, in fact, 2 hours back, we got a press release saying Keshubhai Patel is quitting active politics and he's shifting his entire political legacy to his son Bharat Patel. 2 hours later, we come back with this kind of a number. He got 10% of the vote share in the last election that he fought against Narendra Modi. That gets transferred. 54%. Any comments here? Any psychological benchmark this will have? Or has Gujarat ceased to matter in terms of breaking records for the BJP?
No, but Gujarat, I mean, it's not surprising because, you know, it's a Gujarati Prime Minister after all. It's a huge amount of sub-national...
Hartosh disagrees.
Hartosh. Gujarat is only confirming what you're seeing through the rest of the country. There is a significant Modi factor at play, like it or not. If you look at Chhattisgarh and Delhi, where you've recently had assembly elections, and it was clear even then that Modi is providing a significant boost to the party even in those 2 states where elections have just recently happened.
But I'll pull out that graph, and I'm keeping on saying here, Miss Sonia Gandhi, have you realized what has happened to your party? Rahul Gandhi, do you know what is happening to your party? I hate to make this point again and again, but the Indian National Congress has, in my view today, gone back 24 years or 25 years
1989
to 1989, and I don't know, they got 3 seats in 1989. 3 seats in 1989, right? And today we are projecting they'll get 4 seats. It's not really therefore about what Modi is doing. It's about what's happening to the green graph all over India. The Congress party as a national party of consequence is ceasing to exist. Is this not going to be a factor in the way national politics plays out? Is it going to be a walkover for Narendra Modi? Mr. Rajagopalan, you seem quite plumb and happy here because you've been a...
Because Rahul Gandhi gives interview to you only. Because of that 20 seats lost. You get one more interview, 20 seats lost.
Well, you give...
The reason is now, I'm now coming to the serious point, Arnab. The way in which ministers attack Narendra Modi. They say stamp ko piche laga denge. They said that his history can be written behind the stamp of a postal stamp. This type of irritational statements irritates as well as gives a fillip to the BJP. That is the main reason BJP is on the top now.
They've never built a local leadership. All they've done is target Modi. It's an inference to draw, not just in Gujarat, but for the way in which the Congress party has dealt with its state unit.
Now,
you know,
Arnab, how much bad news can one take about the Congress?
Okay,
I mean, it's just coming from, it's an avalanche. And therefore, we should not be surprised if we all said that the Congress will get about 80, 90 seats.
No, if the Congress does slightly better,
an optimistic figure.
Pardon me?
We'll be very happy.
In comparison to this, 77 would seem a great election.
Yes, because in 77 they still had 156 seats in the Congress.
They fell from a much higher base. Arnab, you know, the thing is that these elections, I think 2014 elections are about leadership. And I think, you know, the main problem for the Congress is that because of Manmohan Singh's weaknesses, because of Rahul Gandhi's inability to actually take the leadership of the Congress, and Sonia Gandhi's almost invisibility over the last 5 years, you know, there is a huge rejection of the Congress taking place. People are looking for a strong leader, and Modi has managed to project himself as that strong leader, which is why there is this huge wave or huge movement towards the BJP.
I just want to point out there, the numbers on the top, I don't think are correct, because they are showing 41 to the NDA. In Gujarat alone, there are 22 seats. So I think that number, please don't be guided by the number on top. It's an incorrect number. We'll correct that in just a minute. Should we move on from Gujarat, because Gujarat is a non-starter?
There's an important point here. Gujarat was also a Rahul Gandhi test case. All the tenets of what he told you are going to his elements of reform. He's going to reorganize the structure, democratic decentralization. Do you know that in Gujarat till date, the Congress in the panchayats holds over 35% to 40% of the votes all over the state. So democratic decentralization and strength there, as also bringing in the youth Congress, is not leading to outcomes in Lok Sabha in the manner in which Rahul Gandhi envisaged it would.
Well, I think we'll spend a little less time analyzing why Mr. Rahul Gandhi hasn't done well, because, you know, that's a whole treatise. Maybe it's a PhD. We'll have to get into it at some point. Haryana is a state I'm interested in. There are 10 seats in Haryana. And the Aam Aadmi Party
is making a headway there, polling about 22% of the vote.
22% of the vote.
For the first time, the poll projection shows that the Congress could actually be sliding behind to the third position with 20% of the vote. The BJP and the Haryana Janhit Alliance is poised to poll 35% of the vote. Look at this number here. 35 for the BJP plus, 20 for the Congress, 22 for the AAP. Though it's not winning any seats, but rather it's going to win one seat. That's the vote share for last time. The Congress, it's a dramatic fall. Again, like Delhi, a huge swing of 22% away from the Congress party. Clearly showing wherever there's an incumbent and a leadership vacuum, the AAP gets in. The BJP for the first time is able to make most of a national leader.
Only one seat for 22%.
That's the projection.
So you take Aam Aadmi Party into consideration?
Yes, 22%.
One seat for the Aam Aadmi Party.
You must look at the individual vote shares out here. There is a significant gap between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP.
It's
please keep in mind, in the three-way election, when you get 35% of the vote, you generally sweep. So I'm absolutely not surprised. I'm actually surprised they've not swept. There is a 300% increase that that Yashwant is projecting. A 300% increase in the vote share of the BJP in Haryana. So we have a stupendous performance, I think, of the Aam Aadmi Party, which however has been eclipsed by the tremendous vote share gain of the BJP in a strategic tie-up with Bhajan Lal's son Kuldip Bishnoi. That's the analysis that I have here. Any questions here?
This would have been much more than Arnab.
Well, they
are going with Kuldip Bishnoi this number.
Yeah, but they've chosen to go solo. That's their strategy. We can't make an alliance with them.
This is the problem they'll run into in states like Haryana and Punjab, where they'll get high vote percentages, but you don't have enormous urban pockets which can seal one constituency. Their vote will be smeared through the state and they will get high vote percentages, but they will not win seats. That's a problem.
They'll have Haryana, they're still winning because the opposition is vertically split between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, 22 and 20.
So this is the inversion of the index of opposition unity that used to work against the Congress.
Absolutely.
So we are actually looking...
it's working in favor of the BJP.
You see the Aam Aadmi Party...
This is actually a post-Congress policy.
The Aam Aadmi Party, as far as Haryana is concerned, has eaten into the INLD vote share. Significantly, it has eaten into the INLD vote share, but we have a huge gain here as far as the BJP is concerned. And looking at the numbers here, and what it's gained 6, but 22% vote share loss for the Congress party.
I mean, if the Congress estimate, where are the Jat votes going?
But that's something that we'll have to ask Yashwant.
That's very interesting. If
Yashwant votes are going to the BJP because of Muzaffarnagar.
I'm not asking this one.
The 3 points...
Because of Muzaffarnagar. But it happened in Rajasthan. It happened in Rajasthan, it's going to happen here, it's going to happen everywhere.
Primarily,
let's quickly summarize the Haryana projection. If you just pay attention to the numbers here. So from being a non-player in the state, Navika, I'm coming to you next. The 2014 elections are seeing the best ever performance for the BJP in Haryana. Navika, quickly.
Also the theory that the Aam Aadmi Party is doing well in Delhi and in the NCR region. NCR region, because if you look at Haryana, Gurgaon and that region, if you look at some of the regions in Uttar Pradesh like Meerut, Ghaziabad outline, these are the areas where the Aam Aadmi Party is doing well, and it's a direct contest not between the Congress and the BJP now, it's between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party in Haryana.
Completely there. And while the Congress was projected to have only a marginal lead over the BJP in August and October 2013, there is a full change in the equation in January 2014 where the BJP leads with 6 seats. And the factor here is certainly that of the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party comes in, plays a spoil sport, eats into the INLD and Congress vote bank and makes the 35% vote share of the BJP look rather invincible. So here's actually the Aam Aadmi Party helping the BJP sweep it even more cleanly. Imagine if it was a more evenly divided race, if this had been 30% instead of 20% for the Congress party, the situation in Haryana would have been completely different. Sabha, welcome. Let's look at the total number out here. I don't think you've seen all the numbers so far. NDA leading with 27, UPA with 24, 67, UPA with 24, others are 56. If this trend continues, then we might well see a situation where the NDA will hit a halfway mark on its own, possible, conceivable at this stage. We haven't yet gone to the big states of Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan yet. What do you think, Sabha?
Well, I think certainly the NDA is going to do well this time.
Yeah,
I have no doubt about that, and I have not seen your figures, Arnab, so you've caught me quite unaware.
Well, that's what I like to do.
But whenever I'm asked, what do you think is going to happen? Congress will be under 100, BJP could between 180 to 200.
In other words, BJP is the only one party which has got 3 digits. Baki are 2 digits. Am I right?
Who will? Mr. Rajagopal, if I
the 2014 scenario would be all political parties will have 2 digits, including Congress, and the one which is emerging is only BJP.
Okay, let's look at the state of Himachal Pradesh. Let's move very quickly. We're trying to get the full number of 543. Very quickly on your screen, historical data on Himachal Pradesh. Jay, I mean, if you look at any numbers, is that the state votes alternately for the Congress and BJP?
Congress and the BJP.
What's happened this time?
Now, this time it's projected that both the Congress and the BJP shall lose in terms of vote share. 8% lost by the BJP, 13% lost by the Congress. The AAP making a surprising debut there with 16%, not projected to win seats, but that helps the BJP maintain the status quo, that is 3 out of the 4 Lok Sabha seats.
And Yashwant says that they make significant gains, particularly in the Shimla, in the Shimla constituency. So the story here is that, you know, with the Aam Aadmi Party, and this is interesting, I think the Aam Aadmi Party is eating, therefore, more into the share of the Congress party. With the Aam Aadmi Party significantly eating into the share of both, but eating more into the Congress party vote share, the gap gets widened and the BJP regains Himachal Pradesh.
Yes, complete story.
The BJP regains Himachal Pradesh. The overall NDA number is 70. Yes, please.
What is happening in Delhi, Haryana and now Himachal is the Aam Aadmi Party is positioning itself as the party of the poor and the urban underclass.
Yes.
And that is the old Congress constituency. And it's actually hurting the Congress much more than the BJP. And the Congress's tactic of backing the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi has boomerang.
Agreed. But with the Aam Aadmi Party coming into the play, the gap is also increasing. From 4% it goes up to 9%.
Absolutely. Aam Aadmi Party is doing well.
No, the Aam Aadmi Party is doing well. It's making the BJP do even better. You know, yes.
You know, there's also the other subtext is that there was the Himachal Pradesh Lok Hit Party, there was the CPM. So all these, you know, small parties are all getting wiped out so and going towards the AAP.
The theory is that the BJP, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party were working together against the BJP, and the Congress was firing off the shoulders of the Aam Aadmi Party, has been completely blown. And in fact, the Aam Aadmi Party is coming to the aid of the BJP.
Yeah, and the real story, the real headline that I think needs to be drawn at this point of time I don't think this is a Modi wave. I think this is an anti-Congress tsunami that's happening everywhere. Do you agree with me, Navika, on that?
Absolutely.
This is an anti-Congress tsunami that has hit the country out here. It's a bigger tsunami than ever before. I don't know how the Congress party is going to survive this particular tsunami, which is happening nationally. There's not one state, and the Aam Aadmi party is hitting the Congress party more, adding to the impact of that tsunami. Yes, Navika.
In Himachal, what you'll also have to see is that there is a Modi factor which is at play here, because 3 out of 4 was the tally for the BJP in 2009. In between, they lost an assembly election to
Modi toured Himachal Pradesh last time also when Gadkari was president.
But Gadkari was the president, and the corruption was the issue that the BJP took. It didn't wash down because at that time the entire controversy about Nitin Gadkari himself was at the peak. So at that time it hurt the BJP. But this time around, BJP has resurrected that entire loss in the assembly election. And that can only be to the, again, Veerbhadra Singh corruption cases again.
Okay, we are going to take a break. When we come back, let's see if Omar Abdullah survives that tsunami, despite being till recently friends with Rahul Gandhi. What's the impact on Jammu and Kashmir of the anti-Congress, anti-UPA tsunami?
We have snowstorms there. We don't have a tsunami.
Well, let's see who's going to be the snowman in that snowstorm. Samir Kaul, I'm back in a few minutes to talk about Jammu and Kashmir.
छोटा कुत्ते का बच्चा भी अगर कार के नीचे आ जाता है तो हमें पेन फील होता है कि नहीं? होता है। मैं अगर मुख्यमंत्री हूं या नहीं हूं, मैं एक इंसान हूं, कहीं पर भी कुछ बुरा होगा तो दुख होना बहुत स्वाभाविक है।
China is a centralized system. They call it the dragon. And people call us an elephant. They call it an elephant. We're not an elephant. We're a beehive.